If you're planning...
Oh, hello there. Always a pleasure to see a new face. Welcome to Lilmoth, the festering jewel of Black Marsh. Argonian words, not mine. Doesn't strike me as all that festery, but I digress. How would you like to join an exciting expedition? Oh, the most worthy kind of expedition. A journey into the distant past. Well, not the literal past, I mean. That would be crazy. We're exploring one of the Argonians' ancient Murkmire pyramids to find a priceless relic, the Kajinjat crystal. Oh, to preserve it for future generations, of course. So much of the Argonians' unique history has been lost. With your help, we can pull this antiquity out of the mud and share it with the world. Discovery, adventure, what could be better? You've made a great choice in joining us, friend. The other members of our expedition have already gathered near the western gate. I'll be along shortly. Just need to check on a few things. This is exciting, right? Oh dear. Where are my manners? I apologize. My name is Famia Mercius, or Famia Speaks with Round Tongue to the locals. I'm Cyrodiilic Collection's chief antiquarian here in Murkmire. Cyrodiilic Collections is a fellowship of historians dedicated to recovering Argonian antiquities. But, unlike other treasure hunters, we don't sell relics for profit. We plan to build a museum here to share Murkmire's treasures with the world. Oh, just over 3 years at this point. I'll admit, it takes some getting used to, but once you... Ow! Ooh! Sorry. Once you settle in, you'll never want to leave. Doing your research, huh? Excellent. The local Argonians call it Ishtaj Thitithil Met. Literally, the exact egg cracker. Evocative, right? We just call it the Ishtaj Zanmir. I have it on good authority that we'll find the Kajinjat crystal inside. Apparently, it was vital to some kind of ritual, but that could mean practically anything. According to my research, ancient Argonians performed rituals constantly, large and small. Even so, this crystal clearly deserves a place in our collection. Oh, most certainly. Jewelry, idols, who knows? We sell some of these more common items to private collectors, not for a profit. For the most part, no, they don't. The Argonians here in Murkmire, they don't see things the way we do. When we first arrived, I tried to include the locals in our work. Fine, I guess. The truth is, the Argonians just don't care about their history all that much. They live in the now. Past, future, those concepts are totally foreign to them. Once our museum is finished, though, I'm sure they'll take an interest. Well, I do know a little something about how to get along here in Murkmire. The first thing I'd suggest is making connections with the local tribes, the Wasik Halil in particular. Sorry, I slip into gel sometimes. The Argonian tongue, the locals say I'm a natural. Anyway, the Wasik Halil are also called the Bright Throats. They're quite friendly. Artisans mostly. Clever traders, too. Very good friends to have in a pinch. Most of the Murkmire tribes are cagey, but polite. There is one tribe I'd avoid, though. The Deadwater tribe, or the Nagakor. They're Nagas, a strange breed of Argonians with a very prickly disposition. They don't like outsiders.
Let's get down to...
needs someone who isn't afraid to get their hands dirty. That you?
You have seen my postings. Word of Zul Motas staked across Murkmire with dagger and nail. You come for the death hunts? I reveal the obvious. They are hunts for death, or rather deadly things. My tribe puts out the call for warriors to gather and pursue Zul Motas. That is my truth. Varro Hosidius keeps up on our needs as well. Come to either of us, and you may join those who seek out death. You are here now. Death comes in many forms. Monsters chief among them, no matter the number of legs. Part of Cyrodiilic collections. A warrior path. Good. I reveal the Zul Mota each day. You gather your warriors, do as I ask. If you survive, you will have I offer a test of spirit and skill that will push you to your limits and perhaps lead to yours. I impart the following details. Nagakor warriors assaulted the necromancer's fen before I sought outsiders to aid. First, kill the necromancer. He is a blight upon the land. That way, your task awaits, outsider.
Exciting place, right? If you need an excuse to get out of this pit, the outfit I work for is looking for bodies, in more ways than one. Interested in a job? Cyrodiilic Collections needs someone to gather old remains from the teeth of Sithis. Something about a theory and live sacrifices. I didn't ask. All you need to do is poke around the Zonmirs and bring back anything that might have walked on two legs. No. This is archaeological. Besides, the bones you'll be looking for didn't get a proper burial anyway. Don't worry about that. What ought to concern you are the blackguards that took the place over. Criminal scum. Best poke around quickly. Better you than me. If you want to get a better idea what you're walking into, there's a local by the name of Solny who's got...
Always you travelers move this way and that like so many fish in a river. Remember to take the time to wallow, Biko, or one day you'll find that the mud has dried. Stay moist.
Shunate, a belly of regret. These feelings of despair that I cannot forget. Shunate, it strikes me blind. If I'm I will become like the river below. I'll clear the rubble of my hate and woe. I'll release these dark thoughts that cloud my mind. I'll leave what has been behind. Shunate, you'll haunt me no more. For my heart is the bird that has learned to soar. Shunate, I will ascend. For all that has begun, one day must end.
At least I'm getting something done.
A heart that holds its hesitation, a fear that leads to a stagnation. Something must
You meet my gaze. Unusual. You either know just enough, or nothing at all. What do you want? The makings of a grisly display. Do not trouble yourself with concerns of desecration. When we return to the Hist, the flesh remains as a gift to Sithis. Its purpose fulfilled, it returns to the swamp to form something new. Most remains are long since cast into the muck, but those not yet stripped of their flesh might not have been removed before the Elder Ways fell. Left to molder where they lay in their preparation chambers, some may remain undisturbed.
which sparks the needed change. Kuvaste, one who sees the needed way. One who sees the needed way. Sitting beneath its swaying leaves, hearing its words within the
I'd rather be cracking heads.
All is created, then changed, then ultimately destroyed. That is why we must allow all things to pass. Why grasp onto that which one day will be no more? Wealth, youth, life. Know they will pass as all things must pass. And let them be.
Though the Saxhleel generally choose to live in tribes based around a history, Lilmoth is a merchant town with no true leadership. That is why there are so many travelers in this town. Deeper in the swamp, the tribes tend to be more isolated and hostile to outsiders.
Professor, can you tell us what an Uzith Biko is? I've overheard some Argonians referring to it, but I'm not familiar with the term.
Oh, well, it's a term used for a ritual partner that performs,
In the dry-skin tongue, you would say nest friend. I am sure you can draw the meaning of such words. You are scholars, after all.
All right, Chuksu. You can do this. You can do this. Good day, traveler. Is there something I can, help you with? Is it that obvious? Yes, I am. Well, no, not really. I've come to ask Sulakish, a former agent of the Shadow Scales, to help arbitrate a dispute. But speaking to an assassin, even a retired one, is a terrifying prospect, to say the least. If you don't mind, to introduce the issue, if nothing else. The dispute is between Nurhe and Pahisa, who both claim rights to a nearby salt rice farm. They've already both agreed to accept Sulakish's decision. Thank you, Biko. You've at least given me time to work up some nerve. And please, be mindful to show Sulakish only respect. It would be best not to invoke her anger given her past affiliations. Both defendants claim inheritance of a salt rice farm previously owned by the now-deceased Kimaru. Nurhe, a local trader, claims the farm as collateral for debts owed. Pahesa, egg-sister to the deceased, claims it by familial association. The Saxleal of Murkmire don't exactly have laws as understood by outsiders. Small disputes are handled by an arbiter of both parties' choosing. This could be anyone, though it tends to be the tribe's tree minder. I worked for Kimaru for several years. As a neutral third party with an interest in the farm's well-being, I volunteered to arbitrate. Unfortunately, all attempts at negotiation have failed so far. I worked for Kimaru and her alone. While Pahesa was present, she did little to help the farm. I barely even spoke to her before this dispute. I just want the farm to be in good hands. Simply put, the Shadow Scales are an order of assassins that have been present in Blackmarsh since time immemorial. Among the Saxleal, they are both feared and respected. Sulakish is of an advanced age, which is a rarity within her order. The Shadow Scales serve Blackmarsh in many ways. Their role in our society is much more nuanced than mere killers. They help keep the natural order of things, as it were. Sulakish has simply decided to take a more direct approach to that role. I don't believe so. Their order may be secretive about their practices, but I doubt many are so open about their judgments. However, Sulakish has now granted Lilmoth her wisdom many times. She will see the right path. In this, I have faith. The Saxleal of Murkmire don't exactly
No need to come any closer, stranger. I can hear you just fine from there. Yet you are not Chukzu. Lost his nerve, did he? He may have a way with words, but still lacks the will to speak them. A shame. I will help with this dispute, but need you to be my eyes. As you can plainly see, I lost my sight long ago. I need evidence if I'm to properly judge. Speak with the two claimants, Norhe and Paheza. Seek their truths, yes, but also their lies. Both will help my decision. It also wouldn't hurt to check the farm itself. The midge lingers. Do you seek anything else? Naturally. We are ones born under the shadow, trained as assassins and given over to the Dark Brotherhood. Those of us fortunate to live long lives, however, must learn to serve Sithis in other ways. So I have become a Kuvaste, an agent of needed change. Many think of death as an end. This is only partially correct. Death is also a beginning, a cycle turned again. The Shadow Scales see this more clearly than most, and so we are tasked with sharing our wisdom with others. Sometimes, quite suddenly. Disputes stem from a refusal to accept change. This creates stagnation. A stuttering tongue cannot be trusted to say what must be said. Sometimes, the words can be coaxed into being. Other times, it must be cut from the mouth. Right to the point. Tell me, how old do you think I am? Oh, ka. I like you. Yes, I am very old. With age came the loss of my vision. Now I honor Sithis through my guidance of others, rather than my blades.
Hatred and sadness, a thirst for revenge. They blind me from reaching the path ahead.
Your eyes are as lovely as muddy puddles, found deep within the swamp.
Oh, Galish, such things you say.
Ah, fresh meat. More gold for Zadaza when you die. So, Famia reels in another adventure, eh? This one admits you seem stronger than most. Zadaza gives you 2 in 3 chance of surviving. Fair odds, yes? Ha! Only for wide-footed bumblers. Unfortunately, Famia has a weak eye for talent, and Murkmire is full of clumsy risk-takers. But don't worry, Walker. This one has been on 5 expeditions with Famia, and only seen people eaten by salamanders twice. Only this. When we find treasure, take no more than you can carry comfortably. A heavy purse will make you slow, and being slow will make you dead. Oh, and if you see Zadaza running, you should run too, in the same direction. Simple. Any other questions for Zadaza? Or do you simply wish to get to the running, dodging, and screaming? Confidence. Initiative. Excellent. These are wonderful traits that will almost certainly get you killed. Do not worry. Zadaza will ensure that your legend lives on by scooping up your bloody gear and selling it. Ah, Famia arrives.
I'm coming. I'm coming straight away. Just give me a moment. So, you found our fellow travelers. Excellent. Whew, I think we're almost ready to depart. There is one thing I need your help with before we begin our adventure in earnest, though. The ancient Argonians locked the Zonmir up tight, and not just with metal locks. They infused the stone with sun magic. I won't pretend to understand how it works, but I do know that without a potent magical focus, the door won't budge. Oh, I'm glad you asked. There are flecks of yellow glass scattered all over Murkmire. We call them Baka stones, and each one contains a bit of ancient magicka. Put enough of them together, and you can activate all sorts of things. Things like doors. Out in the marsh, I'm afraid. I sent a few of my best people to gather the stones for me, and agreed to meet them later. With your help, it shouldn't take long. Can I count on you to accompany me? Follow me. If we get separated, I'll find you at the next stop, all right?
I'll be at this again tomorrow.
Guars are excellent for traversing in swampland. Many travelers are deterred by the fangs, but I assure you, all of my steed.
I'm busy. Very busy.
Ashraf's bag. Was he chased off by one of these salamanders? Keep an eye out. I won't lie. The swamp's a dangerous place. I've grown to love it, but it can still be terrifying. Dynia? Dynia! Ashraf is new, but Dynia's been at this for years. She never misses a handoff. Let's look around. Dynia's sword. Oh, she loves that sword. Oh dear, oh dear. This is troubling. Come, let's hurry. I need to speak to someone. I need to meet a local Argonian, a bright throat named Zukas. He should be waiting at a hut we use as a gathering place. Maybe we'll find Dynia and Ashraf there too. Lots of old, collapsed buildings. Oh, still fascinating. Looks like Zukas hasn't arrived yet. No Dynia or Ashraf either. We should look around. Zukas should be along shortly, I hope. Argonians aren't really known for their punctuality. What's that? Ashraf's journal? And another stone? Oh, this doesn't look good at all. Wait. Zukas! Is that you?
Sun's blessings, friend Famia. I hope you did not wait too long. Greetings, Biko, and welcome to Murkmire. My name is Zukas. I am wondering, who are you? Forgive the rushed introduction. I find that trading names and intentions makes for calmer waters. We understand each other, I think. Then this Vaka stone belongs to you, I think. Friend Famia never tires of poking around in the old hard nests. I do not know why, but very few dryskin habits make sense to me. The Zonmirs are very dangerous. Do you have a guide? Ha, no. Truthfully, there is nothing in the Zonmirs that interests me. I hope you have a good reason for taking this journey. I should point out that simple greed is not a good reason. Ah, this does not surprise me. I hope you will not let her come to harm. Famia is a worthy friend. She honestly tries to do right by the Saxhleel, but her persistence, it often gets her into trouble. I wish you luck in your expedition. That is a fair point, and I respect nothing more than honest dealing. As I said, my name is Zukas, Root Herald of the Bright Throat tribe. I protect the tribe's interest. Some hunt for Wamasu. I hunt for truth and fruitful relationships. You have not heard of us? Either you are very new, or I am dragging my tail as a representative. We are artisans, traders, and guides. Our Hist's roots stretch from Brightthroat village north of here to Lilmuth and the coast beyond. Yes, you might call it a tree. All Saxhleel serve a Hist. Their branches protect us, and their sap sustains us. If your path ever takes you to Brightthroat village, you will see. I promise you, Murkmire is much grander than the streets of Lilmuth. Ah, that is what we Argonians call ourselves here in Black Marsh. Saxhleel means people of the root in the swamp tongue. Trees, roots, you see? Ah, perhaps eager is a better word. Most people who visit Black Marsh believe we Saxhleel are uncultured children at best, or fish-brained savages at worst. Famia, however, appreciates our culture, in her way. Sometimes too much. She risks her life to recover antiquities we do not want or need. Her dedication is touching, I guess. I keep telling her that we would rather have fresh slugs and sturdy tools, but no snake can slither backwards. She does what she does. So it goes. I would not say that. Some Zanmirs contain powerful relics or cursed antiquities. We can't have that sort of thing floating around. It takes some doing, but typically we can recover items like that without a fight. Then there is a fight.
I just need to take a moment to speak to Zukas about Eshraf and Dynia. Hopefully he knows something, or knows someone who does. In the meantime, why don't you head to the Zonmir? It's just east of here. I'll meet you there as soon as I can. Oh, I'll be fine. If anything threatens us, Zukas will take care of it. This business with Eshraf and Dynia has me worried. I'm hoping Zukas can find out if anyone's seen them. Oh, before you leave, could you give me those Vaka stones and the sword? it working? See there? The door awakens. Try opening it now, Zadaza.
This for. Zadaza has been peeking at this for... What did you do, Famia?
Scholarship in action, my friends. Now, let's make some discoveries.
Ah, yes. Let's get to it. We're crocodile bait out here.
Bijou-style door release. Fascinating. Oh, a bit of help, please. Just pull that lever there. What? Push! I meant push! Ah!
Famia, are you alive?
Zadaza! You avoided the trap?
A rock fell on Zadaza's beautiful tail, but otherwise she's fine. The others fell into separate rooms.
Mara's mercy. Try to find a way around. We'll look for the others down here. Stendar bless it, Famia. You never pull a Bijou release. You push. Always push. I'm dreadfully sorry, but don't despair. I mean, clearly this isn't an ideal start, but in the grand scheme of things, falling into a pit is a fairly minor setback. Like Zadaza said, they must have fallen into different chambers. Now, I'm sure we'll find them deeper inside the Zanmir. Honestly, I've seen this sort of thing many times before. The fallaway floors and chutes and such. Very common. Well, every great explorer has triggered a trap or two. At least no one was set on fire. Well, I mean, I hope no one was set on fire. No. I'm certain Kirsalith and Varro are just fine. Now, we have a priceless crystal to find, right? Well done! Let's find... Oh, dear. You don't think there are any snakes in this water, do you? Some kind of mechanical bridge? Oh, remarkable! I don't see an obvious way to lower it. It must relate to these pulleys somehow. Look! Those columns in the water feature the same symbols as the counterweights. A 2-ton weight pulley puzzle. I've never seen one in person. Well done. At this rate, we'll find the Kajinjat crystal in no time. My friends, too.
Mercy, don't look down. Don't look down.
Oh, what to do, what to do? Wait, look up there. Flint vine! That could do the trick. I'll stay here and try to keep Kirsteleth calm. I'm shouting, aren't I? I'm sorry. Just find that flint vine, all right? We'll need quite a bit to reach her. I probably should have been more specific. Flint vine is a hardy creeper that grows in caves, or poorly lit Zonmirs, as the case may be. Strong stuff. Definitely strong enough to bear Kirsteleth's weight. Yes, I believe so. For a single use, mind you. Did I mention I'm terrible at knots? Don't tell Kirsteleth I said that. You should have no problem finding enough flint vine for the ladder. Just mind...